do the some challenge or do nothing to have a laid back. Do and fail is still okay, beautiful. Do nothing is the most dangerous fail in the life. Do or not to do. Let's do that. Then fail, you have to learn from this fail. But if you do nothing, it's itself is fail.
Hello, Tamura-san. Welcome to our What's Your Story series, where we get our friends to share about their love for cars and how their journey began. Thank you for being with us. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your origin story?
Origin, it's difficult, but my name is Hiroshi Tamura, by the way. And I was charging some chief of sports car in Nissan. And now I'm a brand ambassador for Nissan, like a brand teller, like a spokesman. And simple to say, I love sports car. That's why many people, or even including Nissan, gave me about for some fancy job.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And you've been there for how many years?
Actually, I spent in Nissan 40 years.
40 years.
40.
What year was that when you started?
Mainly for my starting point is some material researchment, or even Otec Japan, which is one of the group company, customized company. Then after that, I reached to some sports car conceptual making, let's say a direction part of the car scene.
Okay. So it's 40 years in total, yeah?
Yeah, totally. Half an life of Nissan journey was a sports car scene.
Okay.
GTL or Z car.
When did you leave Nissan and become brand ambassador?
Oh, just 2 years before, some Japanese culture of 60 years old, I became a brand ambassador. Then I switched to the modern for brand image
Okay.
for the business.
Wonderful. Okay. How did you get started in the automotive line?
Sorry to question for question.
Sure.
How did you?
I started because I love cars. And my father said, why don't you do something that you love? I said, okay, I want to restore cars. I want to detail cars. And that's how my journey began.
A good answer. Exactly. I want to say, I love car. I love car. And how can I say? Love is sometimes just to fall in love. You don't get any profit. You don't need to get any return. But give and take. Just to install some energy.
Yes.
That's my first step. But I wanted to keep about for this some beautiful story. That's why I selected the for Nissan, because I love Skyline and I love Z-Car.
What's in your garage right now?
Oh, I have a 32 Skyline GTR, which is 35 years old, and only that's it.
Nothing else.
Nothing.
Okay. And what was your first car?
Oh, my first car was Skyline. Camry Skyline.
Oh, a
Of course,
Camry.
a used car, but
Okay.
the Skyline Camry.
What
Blue
color?
Blue color. Yeah.
Beautiful. Can you tell us what sparked your passion for cars?
Actually, car itself is just a machine. It's some mechanical instrument. But sometimes car became a partner or some spiritual point.
Yes. Yeah.
Some exhaust note,
Yes.
not noise, note. Those are some car's elements. But mostly when you touch about for some your favorite something, I'm not talking about only car, everything, your hobby, enjoying and burning your life. For me, the car or sports car is burning my energy. That's is a slightly strange for you, but this is my goal, to spend the life to burning the energy as much as possible. That was and is the sports car.
I understand that completely. Yeah, that's your passion, your heart, and you put all your energy in it. Your whole life's focus is in it. And we've had a dinner together with Jason, and just the other night, and hearing about you share about your history, your life, and how everything revolved around cars. It's an amazing story because that's why we have this particular podcast. And it's to get people to share about how they started off with their journey and how the journey is inspired by their own passions for all things automotive.
Sorry to question again. When did you contact the sports car scene?
When I was young, I had friends who were racing, some illegal racing in Batu Tiga. We had friends also involved in motorsports, and it started my interest there.
This is for young,
Yes,
more than for car contact.
yes.
That was,
When I was older.
yeah.
Yes,
And I could contact the car. It's not sports car.
Yeah.
But just kids.
yes.
You know what I mean? For a boring car, but some moving by some strong energy.
Okay.
Because human energy is so small. The car is some giant energy. It has.
Yes, it does.
Then also 10 years old, Skyline, racing car in Fuji Speedway.
Yes.
It hit it.
Uh,
This was my first imprinting of more excitement.
What was the race?
Fuji is some championship
Okay.
of some Skyline winning shot days. That's the very important, my first, some big striking experience.
Was it the excitement of the track day itself, or was it the sound of the engine?
Yeah,
What was it then?
I'm talking about the answer for you. That's pure heart,
Yes.
pure energy, pure inspiring about for young generation timing. That's for a very strong, how can I say, life or decision standpoint, or how can I say, starting of a trigger of install your energy.
Yes. That's the pivotal moment we shift and change and make that our goals, right?
I think so.
Wonderful. If you could own any car, past or present, what would it be and why?
Always I'm thinking about for not only me, but some of part of car is your extension, my extension,
Correct.
and how you can commanding about for those extension. So connection, synchronize. That is very important. That's why for a car is sometimes like your body.
Yeah.
It's not B-O-D-Y. B-U-D-D-Y of
Yes.
mainframe.
Yes.
Body.
Yes. Correct.
So I think about for a car itself is something your replacement
Okay.
sometimes, or sometimes partner. That's why it's tough to say that, but we need to understand about for this just a machine, but the some survival, phenomenal.
Okay. Okay. I understand. I understand. Where do you see the future of cars heading in the next decade?
Some people say EV, fuel cell, hybrid thing.
Hybrids, yeah.
Those are the solution name.
Yes.
My point is back to the for previous question. How you can keep above for pressure, driving pressure, as much as possible. I always selected a driving pressure, especially ultimate driving pressure. That is my chasing point. Then that must be even the other solution name will become.
Yes.
So in this case, it must be installed.
Yes.
That's my understanding and offer to the next generation people.
They need to understand that and they need to develop and take that journey on them.
Definitely,
Correct?
definitely.
Okay. Wonderful. Describe your funniest moment with your car.
Yeah, actually, for a car, it's not funny, sometimes serious. So I put in a more big power used to be something like uncontrollable level. But people loves to talk about for big power source like 800,000 horsepower. It's okay, human being chase the big number. But I learned how you can keep your appropriate, as I said, extension is what? Connection, synchronize is what? That's why I found current technology standpoint, one tires grab 150 horsepower means 150 horsepower times, for example, all-wheel drive system of Skyline GTR must be keep 600 horsepower. That's why for this balance of total balance image is so important of your extension feeling or connection synchronized feeling.
Correct.
That's my philosophy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Never thought of it that way, but yeah, it's true. I think the balance must be there. Power.
For me, of interesting car extension meaning driving pressure, keeping weight, that is for one of the philosophy. I'm not dreaming about 4,000 horsepower or more than. Do it and enjoy about for your peak. Every, how can I say, entertainment or enjoy level, I respect.
What is your biggest passion or obsession
For the car,
for anything, for life?
even this is a for pure heart, which is when you were young, like a 5 years old, 10 years old kids, you must keep the pure heart. Even we became some adult meanings, mature scene. But the other hand to say, this is the yin and yang.
Yes.
Bright, super bright color will make a dark side. We can't escape from dark side. You have to accept both. That's the life. So sometimes people love to show or to make a flashlight.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
But even you will get above for dark. That combination must be understand for the life. Again, everything is not perfect. Life is not perfect. That's why sometimes good, sometimes bad. But don't forget about for after the rainy, you can get the other sunshine.
Okay. Very deep. What's your biggest regret and what have you learned from it
I don't have any regret in the life.
all the way?
But not regret keyword. Always I learned from something from the past. How we can reach to the next step or next goal.
Okay.
Always capture about for some
Okay.
result, output. That's good PDCA cycle as my energy.
The learning experience.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is your biggest accomplishment and what does it mean to you?
For me, I could get some several society, include about for like you or like Jason or so many friends, by my job. The job is sometimes get the money. So the get the money way, you have to work so hard to get the money. But even if you add on to something, you get a chance to some community or expand on your life for a more healthy mindset. It's friendship. That's why for I could make about for my success, like a what I don't want to say goal, but the sum of the process, I could get to some good relation with my society or from the job. This is a lucky man.
I enjoy your perspective and perception on things. Having the conversations with you, they are meaningful because they come from a very mature standpoint. You're someone who has gone through years of life and years of experiences. And I like how you've distilled it into simple words of wisdom. And I've heard you ask questions and all your questions have a very simple and direct point. And it's
True.
beautiful.
True.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
I never think about like that, but you know, do the some challenge or do nothing to have a laid back, which is my favorite direction. Do and fail is still okay, beautiful.
Okay.
Do nothing is the most dangerous failed in the life. That's why for when I was young, I always think about for by myself. Do or not to do. Let's do that. Then failed. You have to learn from this fail. You could. You can. But if you do nothing, it's itself is failed
Yes.
for me. That's my life.
How has car culture influenced your life? Is there a specific movie or a book that you've read that has continued to shape your passion for cars?
I don't have like inspiration from the other.
Okay.
Life is sometimes made by your own story or history. Of course, some reference, oh, they are doing like that. He is doing like that. It's okay. But how are you going to make your own story or way?
Okay.
You have to think about by yourself. That's why for always how I can keep about for example, in job, the customer satisfaction, how I can chase by myself, not like a somebody's copy.
Okay.
You need to make some standalone stories.
I guess it's almost like the conversation we had just now with Jason, and you were sharing about the origins of Tokyo Auto Salon, right? It's exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. What would be the one thing most people would not know about you, Tamura-san?
Probably human is not perfect, as I told you. Then human is bright situation. Sometimes people misleading, but I'm normal person,
Okay.
and I believe you are normal person. But normal person means sometimes laughing, but sometimes crying, sometimes anger, sometimes disappointed like that. Those key fundamental human elements we have. That's part of human style behavior. People doesn't know. Sometimes I was crying. I'm crying. Sometimes I'm laughing. Those combination probably I'm showing about for more some offshore stage.
Okay.
More than
Okay.
because this is camera stage.
Yes.
Thank you. But you don't know about for everything. I have the other some I don't want to say dark side, like a hidden side. But remember, people cannot show everything. It's okay. That's a natural behavior. Then this is a you can balance about for in this lifestyle. I'm saying about for this is also beautiful humans, lifestyle.
Yes. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
We're going to move to the last part of this, and it's very short. This is our rapid fire question. So we give you a couple of questions, and you just answer them as quickly as you can. All right? What's your ideal car?
Super to be honest. I don't have.
Okay.
I think this is a still chasing point.
Okay.
Maybe end of my life, I'll be able to find out or not. I'm not sure. But for me, the most important point is chasing about some idea
The journey.
journey. This is for my life.
Again, this is that very mature perspective. When we're younger, we want solutions, we want the answers. But I think at your standpoint, it's the process. Enjoy the whole process of it.
Yeah, of course, I love solutions name.
Yes.
Solex or waiver. By the way, waiver, breather pipe, funnel, how to create that. Oh, camshaft degree is 320 something. Lift is 13.2 millimeter. Compression ratio, if you can use about 400 research octane number, 11.2. But if you put on the 105 research octane number, it must be a make about for more high degrees camshaft. Like that.
Okay.
Solution.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
But solution is not the answer for your life.
Okay. Got it. What's your ideal weekend? the perfect weekend for you?
Depends. Sometimes to watch about for some extremely 4,000 horsepower of track race GTR, or sometimes just nothing to do in the bed. Your partner or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Everything is ideal, but depends on your mindset. Then, important point. This is a point. When you want to do that, or where you want to do that, some appropriate thing, non-stress, that is for a very important life.
Okay. Again, you've imparted wisdom, non-stress.
I hope so.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Both.
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 Okay.
Looks like today is aggressive or some indication for some reading, but in my house or room, sometimes I'm silent.
Okay.
Both are also my style.
Okay. What's your favorite hobby?
My favorite for me is thinking. Always something think.
Okay.
That's my hobby.
Okay. Wonderful. We've come to the end of our interview. Tamura-san, thank you so much for being here. It's our pleasure and our honor to have you on board for our podcast. We appreciate you.
You are very welcome. You are very welcome.
Thank you so much.
What's your story?